Hello. She's little. Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, she's coming back again. Hello. Hello.
Coming and saying hi. You're going to be in our show.
Aww.
A random cat on the street. We love making new friends with cats when we're out on walks, and meeting cats is a fun thing if you do it right. And John will tell you about that coming up next.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's 2 cats today.
Yeah, I know. It's a 2-cat day.
When approaching a cat the first time, you have to remember that you're a lot bigger than them. You don't be looming over them like some cretin. So you've got to get down on their level, and then you put out your hand, either finger, and let them sniff it. We communicate by speech and sight. They communicate by smell, and he or she needs to check you out to see what's going on. They can get a lot of information from smelling you. And if at that time they're smelling you and they rub their face against your hand, that's permission to pet their face. If they haven't rubbed up against you, don't start petting at this point, because it's just bad manners, and the cat may act in an aggressive way or just walk away. If the cat starts walking around you, you can put your hand out, and you get rubbed up against your hand, you can probably pet. And be careful where you pet. So you start with the face. Most cats like the face. A bit on the neck and maybe a bit on the back. Be very careful of the back end where the back joins in with the tail. There's a gland there, and some pets don't like to be touched there. So you want to let the cat dictate how things are going to go. With Bobby's case, he sniffed my hand but didn't offer a pet, so I just withdrew. And then he came back to me and did that a few times before finally a cheek was offered, and I was able to pet him, and he was very fine with it. Treats are a great way to break it in, but you still have to remember that you don't want to start petting them when they're not ready for it. The cat has to dictate the speed and how things will work. You can nudge them along by, putting your hand out a bit more, but just be careful. You want the cat to come to you. It's their idea to initiate. That's how they feel. And they feel in control, and then the fear is not there so much. When you use treats, it's very important to use a treat that they really, really like. If it's not one they like, well, it's not really much of a bribe, is it? It's really a twofold. First of all, the cat associates you with food which they like, and with good food. I like to have them take it out of my hand, because then the treat and my scent are mixing together, and so my scent is being associated with the cat's treat. My scent and my presence. Remember, cats work with scent. That's how they find out all their information. So you've got the person over, they've got a treat that the cat really likes. So food often breaks down certain fears and inhibitions. Remember, once the treats have stopped coming, the cat could go either way. It could go right back to being afraid of you, or at least suspicious, or it could be your best friend. And you have to sort of figure out from the cat's body language what's happening with that. So if the tail is up and the fur is laying flat, whiskers are out or a bit forward, and the ears are a little bit forward, the eyes aren't too dilated or too constricted, you've probably got a cat that wants to interact with you. And it's always going to be different.
No, 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 no. Pretty little girl. No, 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 no.
I don't know how old she is, but I remember
No,
seeing
no,
her.
no, 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 no. I love, love, love. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Don't miss an episode of BobCat's Playground. Help us change the world, one cat at a time. BobCat's Playground is produced by Edit Extreme. The opinions expressed are those of the participants and are not intended to replace professional advice. Find out more at editextreme.com.